Hello, Internet. So for the past couple of months, I've gotten really into windows, or more specifically, how windows look at night when the light's coming out of them. Because and bear with me, I get a window into the lives of the people around me. My roommate Nate even makes a joke that whenever we're outside together at night and there's a pause in the conversation, he'll say something like, "Please, don't say anything about how much you love the windows." Yes, I recognize that me videoing people's windows and potentially violating their privacy is not the best look, but you know what? I'm not going to give any information away and not including anyone's face, although after each recording I did speed walk away in guilt and fear someone would see me. Anyways, moving on. This video is going to connect why I love staring at people's windows at night with a poem I read recently for the first time by the Scottish writer Robert Stephenson called Christmas at Sea. I found out later from my grandpa that Stevenson was actually quite famous for writing Treasure Island, a book I read in the 6th grade, but I didn't know that when I read this poem. The poem is set in the North Sea, off the coast of Scotland in the mid-1800s, from the perspective of a seaman on a boat in the dead of winter, where he and his fellow sailors are navigating their vessel through frigid temperatures and sheets of ice. But soon, they came across a coastal town, and the sailor thinks he recognizes what he sees on the horizon. The poem reads, "The frost was on the village roofs, as white as ocean foam. The good red fires were burning bright in every longshore home. The windows sparked clear, and the chimneys volleyed out, and I vow we sniffed the victuals as the vessel went about. The bells upon the church were rung with a mighty jovial cheer, for it's just that I should tell you how, of all days in the year, this day of our adversity was blessed Christmas morn, and the house above the coast guards was the house where I was born." I read this poem on Christmas Eve, and I find the image that Stevenson is creating so haunting, of viewing your home from afar in the dark of Christmas morning and seeing the distance between you and who you were, separated by the sea. And I can picture the sailor on his iced-over boat in the North Sea, both freezing and exhausted, taking a minute to pause and admire the lights shining out of the windows, like tiny little lighthouses glistening over the waves. And that's what I also love about staring at the windows in my neighborhood, that for a minute, you can sit in the stillness and remember how beautiful life is, that everyone has their own story and that we're here together. I don't know about you, but it's easy for me to feel disconnected to those around me these days, my neighbors or people who pass me on the street. My mind is always racing with what's going on in my life, or I'm on my phone, etc. And so when I gaze at the windows, I myself sometimes feel like the seaman, so far from his home, stuck in the middle of the ocean, confused how he got there, but also grateful he has a chance to pause and admire. The poem goes on, "Oh, well I saw the pleasant room, the pleasant faces there, my mother's silver spectacles, my father's silver hair, and well I saw the firelight, like a flight of homely elves, go dancing round the china plates that stand upon the shelves. And well I knew the talk they had, the talk that was of me, of the shadow on the household and the sun that went to sea. And oh, the wicked fool I seemed in every kind of way, to be here and hauling frozen ropes on blessed Christmas Day." So no matter how far you or I feel from the comfort of home, I know my love of lit up windows and The Christmas at Sea by Robert Stephenson remind me that home is never too far away if you only take time to look. Thanks for listening.